Let's take a rewind to, let's see why he's sat here.
Join us at Lincoln Castle.
But first we have got Steep Hill. Steep Hill is iconic cobble street in Lincoln which connects the modern lower High Street to the historical cathedral quarter at the top.
Renowned as the fourth steepest street in England, it is lined with the independent boutique tea rooms and medieval architecture and was named Britain's prettiest street. The street has an average gradient of around 14% to 16.12 degrees, with some of its cobbled sections reaching up to a 20% incline.
Let's just say the right name has definitely been chosen for it. Arriving at the castle entrance, entry to Lincoln Castle grounds is free, allowing you to explore the outdoor green spaces at your leisure. To access the major historical attractions, the Victorian Prison, David P.J. Ross Magna Carta Vault, and the partially opened medieval wall walk, you will need a day ticket.
Lincoln Castle was built in 1068 by William the Conqueror.
It was constructed as a strategic military fortress and the site of the earlier Roman legendary fortress to help control rebellious north of England after the Norman conquest. Women's prison. The female inmates in a separate wing between 1848 and 1878 acting as holding centre for those awaiting trial or transfer. Female prisoners were kept strictly isolated in separate systems, tasked with cleaning, laundry and making clothes. Women were required to attend chapel daily unless ill or feeding a baby. In the absence of a schoolmaster, the prison matron who was tasked with teaching the women to read and write.
Male prison. The male wing housed a mixture of felons, local men awaiting trial, and children as young as 8 years old. But on the information boards, as we were going round, we did see that there was a 7-year-old. This is the overcrowded cell. Hopefully, no one needs to go for a number 2. Blimey, could you imagine it in here? These steps are near enough as bad as Steep Hill. Blimey.
In this room, where the metal things are, this is where inmates were shackled to the walls by hands and their legs.
We obviously had to leave some here to show that we were here, so if you have came from there, make sure you come and say hi. The cells between the women and the men's are not far off the same, really. This is some of the clothing the inmates would have wore. They were really heavy, I couldn't believe it. Well, let's see what's on today's menu, shall we? Plastic food. Nice. Definitely not my cup of tea, Mabel.
I don't really know what they were doing with this, but I must admit, it stunk like arse after he put it on his head.
Thanks. That is the prison block. Tour complete. Now, we are on to
the Magna Carta. Now, we couldn't film in here, but the Magna Carta is housed in the David P.J. Ross Magna Carta vault here at Lincoln Castle, and it is the only place in the world where it has the original 1215 Magna Carta and the 1217 Charter of the Forest that can be viewed side by side.
The prison chapel. Victorian prison chapel is the only surviving separate system prison chapel in the world. Designed in the 19th century to prevent inmates from interacting or even seeing each other. It featured steep tiered rows, high-walled, coffin-like wooden cubicles where prisoners sat in total isolation with only the chaplain in view. Now, heading out to Lincoln Crown Court.
Lincoln Crown Court is uniquely housed within the historic grounds of Lincoln Castle, where legal hearings have taken place for over 900 years. The current Gothic-style building is designed in 1823. It officially became a Crown Court in its modern form in January 1972. The courthouse remains an active, fully operational Crown Court, hearing criminal cases for Lincolnshire residents while occupying one of the most uniquely historic settings in the UK.
The Lincoln Castle Walls. The castle walls feature 536-metre medieval wall walk that offers 360-degree panoramic views of the city and Lincoln Cathedral.
The wall walk is partially open due to essential multi-million-pound structural repairs because of its narrow, steep steps and uneven surfaces. The route is not wheelchair accessible.
And that was our little day out at Lincoln Castle. We hope you enjoyed it. Bye!